Let God be God. If you have spent any amount of time in church, then you know that you hear a lot of things being said that you really don't understand. We hear a lot of things like, let God do this, that, and the other for you. But if you really be honest, or you really ask somebody, how can you let God do that for you? Man, they don't know. The church people over the years have just got to the point where they don't know a lot. They don't understand a lot. They just know how to have church. They know how to make certain statements that church folks have been making for years, even though they don't understand what they're saying. So you hear people say stuff like, God is a waymaker. Well, let me ask you a question. Is God really a waymaker? You hear people say, God is a healer. Well, let me ask you a question. Is God a healer? You hear people say, well, God reach way down and pick you up. Well, let me ask you a question. Will God reach down and pick me up? A lot of this stuff is said because it sounds real churchy. It sounds real good. But when it comes down to what people really mean when they say this stuff, man, they don't know what they mean. They don't know what they're talking about. That's why the people who love to say God is a healer, these people take more medicine than the doctors can prescribe. That's why the people that say God is a waymaker, they always doing things in their life a totally different way than any way God ever made. So why are you saying God is a waymaker? So what God is a waymaker if you're not going to take the way that's been made? See, it don't mean nothing. So it comes down to, man, just having church, just making empty statements, just sounding real good, just speaking in some kind of tongue, just fooling people like I'm something that I'm not. But I decided in my life, I'm going to let God be God. I decided that I'm going to let God do what God does. So in order to make that decision for your life, you're going to have to know what God does. No more empty statements. No more just saying stuff just to say it and then not living by it. No more making statements that you don't even believe. No more supporting messages that you don't really understand. It's time to dig into this stuff and figure out what's really going on. How am I really supposed to be handling stuff? How am I really supposed to be living? And when you find this out, you can let God be God. Is God a healer? Does God heal? Answer? Okay, you say yeah. So then the question is, how does God heal? And the way God heals is through the word. So how does God heal you through the word? The prayer of faith heals the sick. So the word has to be applied. The word has to be spoken and healing takes place. So if this doesn't happen, if the word is not applied, the word is not spoken, healing is not spoken, then healing does not take place. So when you say God is a healer, you're actually saying the word has the power to heal you when you do the word. Okay, so you say God is a waymaker. You have to ask yourself, how does God make a way? When you say God is a waymaker, you're actually saying the word has the power to make a way. So how does the word make a way? The word will make a way for you to do whatever needs to be done in your life when you apply the word. When and only when you apply the word. So people are not trying to tell you that you can just sit down somewhere and wait and God will come and make a way. The truth is, the way has already been made. The way is the word. So when you do the word, that's the way you get things done. That's the way you let God be God. So if you want God to be God in your life, you're going to have to allow God to be God. You know why so many people are not being healed? Because they won't allow God to heal them. You know why so many people are not being delivered? It's because they won't allow God to deliver them. You know why so many people are not being made free? It's because they won't allow God to make them free. You know why so many people are stuck in poverty? It's because they won't allow God to bring them out of poverty. You know why so many people are trapped in religion? It's because they won't allow God to bring them out of religion. Anything that God does for you, you have to allow. If you don't allow it, it won't be done. So how does God heal? He heals by you obeying the word. How does God deliver? He delivers by you obeying the word. How does God make free? He makes you free by you obeying the word. How does God make rich? He makes you rich by you obeying the word. How does God bring you out? He brings you out by you obeying the word. How does God cause you to win? He causes you to win by you obeying the word. How does God cause people to live on top? He'll cause you to live on top by you obeying the word. How does God make you the head and not the tail? He makes you the head and not the tail by you obeying the word. You have to obey the word if you think God is going to do anything for you. It's been a lot of lies and deception that made people think they could be in doubt, but one day God gonna do it. It's just been religious lies and deception that made people think I can be stupid with my money, but one day I'm gonna get blessed by God financially. Lies and deception. It's been lies and deception to make people think I don't have to give the tithes and I don't have to be an offering giver and I don't have to help people, but one day my ship gonna come in. Lies and deception. And so many people got caught up in this same type of foolishness. Some people got caught up in this foolishness and they called it the Church of God in Christ. Other people got caught up in foolishness and they call it First Baptist. Other people got caught up in foolishness and they call it Missionary Baptist Church. It's all religious foolishness if it ain't centered around the word. All of that stuff that you hear is all word based. You ain't about to sit on your butt and God gonna come through and do nothing. It was always about the word. When Christ came and showed us how to live, showed us how the word worked, he was just showing us what we can do through believing and applying the word. That's all he did. It's not magic. You can take the hocus pocus out of it. It ain't about how prestigious you are. It ain't about the title that you got behind your name. It ain't about how long you've been in church. It ain't about how much money you put in the offering. It ain't about how much tithe you pay. It ain't about how long you know how to speak in tongues. It's all about the word. And it's always been about the word. Let the word be God. In the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. The word is God. If you don't realize that, you're going to keep waiting on God to come, and I'm telling you now, he ain't coming. If you don't realize that the word is God, you're going to keep waiting to be healed, and I'm telling you right now, you ain't going to be healed. If you don't realize that the word is God, you're going to keep waiting on God to bring you out. And I'm telling you right now, you will never come out. This is just the truth. I played that game, waiting on God to do this, waiting on God to come through over here, waiting on God to change this situation. Nothing ever changed. Nothing ever got better. Nothing ever happened for me. Nothing ever came through. The ship never came in. The finances never got better until I woke up and let God be God. Until I woke up and let the word be God. So if you want something done, do the word. You need something to happen in your life, do the word. You need to be healed, do the word. You need money, do the word. You want your business to increase, do the word. Life is easy when you let God be God. Being healed in your body is easy when you let God be God. Having needs met is easy when you let God be God. Walking in the favor of God in every area of your life is very easy when you let God be God. You can sleep better at night when you let God be God. Applying the word to your life is the only way to let God be God.